replay. Um, let's get you caught up to where we are. In our last episode, the Indians and Yankees did battle in the postseason wildcard, the AL wildcard game. The Indians won that game 2-0 to earn the right to play the Rays in Game 1 or in the division series. Let's go ahead and get the roster, the lineup set for you. First for the visiting Cleveland Indians, batting first and playing second base is Cesar Hernandez. Jose Ramirez will play third base and bat second. Francisco Lindor will play shortstop and bat third. Carlos Santana will bat cleanup and play first. Franmil Reyes will bat fifth and DH. Jordan Luplow is in right field and bats sixth. Roberto Perez will bat seventh and catch. Oscar Mercado will play left field and bat eighth. And Delino DeShields will bat ninth and play center field. Starting on the mound today for the Indians will be Carlos Carrasco. And for the home Tampa Bay Rays, Austin Meadows will lead off and play right field. Randy Arozarena will DH and bat second. Brandon Law will play second base and bat third. Manny Margot will be in left field and bat fourth. Jamin Choi will play first and bat fifth. Batting sixth is Joey Wendell. He will be at third base. Batting seventh is Kevin Kiermaier. He will play center field. Willie Adames will be the shortstop and bat eighth, and Mike Zunino will round things out for the Rays, playing catcher and batting ninth. On the hill for the Tampa Bay Rays is Blake Snell. So let's go ahead and get started here. Alright, there you can see our playoff bracket. Again, I tried to set this up as best as I could, but obviously there wasn't room for all those playoff games that were played in real life. But the Indians do go from the wild card to the division series. And we welcome you to Tropicana Field in Tampa, Florida, for Game 1 of the ALDS between the Cleveland Indians and the Tampa Bay Rays. These two teams have met once in the postseason before. That was back in the 2013 American League wildcard game, and that game was won by Tampa. So the Indians will be looking for a little bit of revenge here starting in Game 1 this afternoon. Again, you can see some inverted stats from the 2020 season. There's our starter for the Indians, Carlos Carrasco. He is taking on Blake Snell, who in this feature will be looking for some revenge from the real-life World Series. This game, Indians-Rays, Game 1 coming up in just a few minutes. Well, there you can see the starter, Blake Snell, who in 2020 posted a record of 4-2 with a 3.24 ERA. Not sure where those stats are coming from, but that is what I Am Reading says. Cesar Hernandez leads things off for the Indians here in Game 1 of the division series, and the first pitch is high and away. Ball one, first pitch, about 3:10 this afternoon. Blake Snell forcing fastball, curveball, changeup, and slider. Second pitch underway, up high, ball two. Blake Snell is from Seattle. for Washington. He was originally drafted by the Rays in the first round of the 2011 draft. Hernandez cuts and misses strike one. Hernandez taking inside ball three. Blake Snell was not happy about being removed from Game 6 of the 2020 World Series, and who can blame him because the Rays were ahead at that point. And he walks Cesar Hernandez to start Game 1. So that will bring up folks, that will bring up Jose Ramirez. Ramirez, of course, he had the big hit in the wild card game off of Chad Green, a 2-run homer. Late in the 8th inning, that gave the Indians a 2-0 win, and he takes strike one right now. For his career in the postseason, Blake Snell has compiled a record of 2-3 with a 2.83 ERA. Here's a ground ball up the middle and into center field for a base hit, so the Indians have something going here this afternoon. Runners on first and second, none out. As you can see, a nice rip there by Ramirez as his postseason tear in this feature continues. That brings up Francisco Lindor. There, those are his 2019 regular season numbers. A lot of thought, as we said in the last episode, Lindor is not coming back. The Indians have been trying to make some salary dump moves, but I don't know that I see it happening. Runners on first and second. The first pitch is a strike at the knees. You can see Lindor versus Blake Snell, 1 for 15. Struck out 3 times, so Blake Snell certainly has the upper hand when it comes to Francisco Lindor. And one pitch taking just up in the zone for strike 2, 0-2 the count. Double play right here would be huge for Blake Snell. Snell checks the runner at second. The pitch, Lindor swings at it for strike 2, or for strike 3, excuse me. So Lindor down on 3 pitches, and Blake Snell continues his dominance of Francisco Lindor. Pitch just low and out of the zone that Lindor was not able to catch up with. So there's 1 away and 2 on for the Indians. First strikeout of the day for Blake Snell. So that brings up Carlos Santana. Santana looks at a strike. Well, 1 pitch, Santana taking a strike at the knees. So after starting off with 2 base runners, Blake Snell comes back and gets 5 strikes against the next 2 hitters. 0-2 pitch. Santana swings and misses for strike 2, and all of a sudden there are 2 away after the Indians got out to that fantastic start. Second strikeout for Blake Snell. This would be phenomenal if he can get out of this. But good pitching, of course, is what you need if you're going to win in the postseason. Here's Franmil Reyes. The first pitch taking a strike at the knees. So Blake Snell really hitting his spots after struggling versus the first 2 batters. "14th pitch of the game, 15th on his way." The pitch, low. Ball 1 there. You see the home plate umpires. Mike Fillmore behind the plate. Rusty Valentine at first. Gary Hillsdale at second. Boy, would this be a lift for this Tampa Bay team if Snell could get out of this. 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a ground ball to first. Troy picks it up, steps on first, and that is out number 3. So the Indians put 2 on. Aren't able to bring a run across the plate, though, after a half inning. The score, the Indians nothing, the Rays coming to bat. As we get a look at Carlos Carrasco. Carlos Carrasco will get you his numbers here and just a few seconds. Austin Meadows will lead things off for the Rays. In 2020, Carlos Carrasco posted a record of 3-4 with a 2.91 ERA. In the first pitch, Meadows takes strike one. Versus Carlos Carrasco, Meadows is 1 for 5 with a 200 batting average. You do not have to be an Indians fan to know the chronicles of Carlos Carrasco over the last year, as he hits a batter here, so he will put a batter on right away, Austin Meadows. Brings up Randy Arozarena. What a postseason he had this year. One of the inspirations for the Tampa Bay Rays, for sure. Carlos Carrasco picks off Austin Meadows at first base. Austin Meadows too far off the base. So after hitting Meadows to start things, Carrasco with a heads-up play as Tampa tries to get in Carrasco's head, but they're just not able to. So there's one away here for Randy Arozarena. Carlos Carrasco, as we were starting to say, was voted the MLB Comeback Player of the Year at the Players' Choice Awards, as he fires a strike to start Randy Arozarena off. Carlos Carrasco, slider, 4-seam fastball, changeup, 2-seam fastball. He is a ball one. 1-1 the count. He is a native of Barmiscua, Venezuela, 33 years of age. He stands 6'4", 221 pounds. First pitch taken, strike two. Get the letters. Next pitch, check the swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. So the count tied at 2. Two-two pitch. There's a swing and fouled off. We'll do it again at 2-2. Arozarena taking up high, ball 3, so 3-2 to count. There you see Brandon Lowe on deck. Lowe, I guess. Three-two pitch. There's a swing and a fly ball to deep left field. Arozarena trying to get it to Will fair, but it's foul. Oh, did the Rays come so close to a 1-0 lead? Instead, it's foul. So we'll do it again at 3-2. Taking up high, ball 4, and Arozarena will walk. Arozarena walks. Of course, Carlos Carrasco hit a batter to start things and then picked the Austin Meadows off at first. So let's see what happens with Arozarena. And that will bring up Brandon Lowe. Of course, one of the highlights of the World Series came with a 2-home run game back in Game 2. And Carlos Carrasco fires the first, Arozarena back safely. First pitch too low, swing and a fly ball to right field. This ball gets off the wall, and it'll be played by Tyler Naquin. Going to third is Randy Arozarena, and Lowe is safely into second base. So the Rays have runners on second and third with 2 out, and Carlos Carrasco finding himself in some trouble, just like Blake Snell did in the bottom half of the inning, or top half of the inning. That will bring up Manny Margot, who has had some great moments in the postseason, especially coming back in Game 1 of the ALCS against Houston. Margot hit a home run to lead things, in the first inning that really set a tone for that game. Then he also had a amazing catch that took him into the stands. And that gave Tampa some momentum. Carrasco missing down low for ball 2. Carrasco checks the runners, and he misses inside for ball 3. So Carrasco really struggling here to start things off with. This will be pitch number 15 for him, but he has not looked as good as Blake Snell has. 3-0 pitch. Margot tried to hold back, but that's a strike over the outside corner of the plate. 3-1 the count. One away here in the bottom half of the first. The next pitch. Fly ball to center field. Moving over is Delino to Shields, but Arozarena is going to tag and score. And the Braves are on the board first, 1-0 here in game 1. So Tampa taking the advantage of a walk and a double. But that is the second out, and then there is another run 90 feet away at third base. And that brings up Zeman Troy, who is an Indians killer. Carlos Carrasco is going to have to be careful with how he faces him. The first pitch, down low, ball 1. Little pitch to Troy, swing and a miss, strike 1. Well, we're glad you can be along with us here this afternoon, game 1 of the division series. Carlos Carrasco versus Blake Snell today. Tomorrow will be Tristan McKenzie versus Charlie Morton. And then that's game 2. Game 3 will be Aaron Savati versus Tyler Glanzo. 2-1 pitch to Troy, swing on this strike 2. Swinging from his knees, trying to make this a 3-0 ball game. So a big 21st pitch coming up here for Carrasco. The pitch just misses down low. The count is full. Third baseman Joey Wendell is on deck. Big pitch here again from Carrasco. This is down low, ball 3. So that's the second block for Carlos Carrasco. And the struggle for him continues. Joey Wendell, who is the number 6 hitter, comes to the plate. Runners on first and second, 2 out. First pitch, strike 1 on the outside corner. 11 strikes to 12 balls for the 23 pitches. This has been a long outing. Indians bullpen is going to have its stuff today unless Carrasco can come up with some shorter innings. Here's a swing and a ground ball to third. Played over to second by Ramirez, and the inning is over. But the Rays strike on a sacrifice fly from off the bat of Manny Margot, and they have a 1-0 lead after 1. Jordan Luplow leads things off for the Indians in the bottom half, or top half of the second. The first pitch is in there for strike or outside ball 1. Luplow hits lefties very well, which is why he's in the lineup as he swings and fouls the pitch off. Here's a bouncing ball to third, played by Wendell. He'll throw to first, and Luplow is out number 1 of the second inning. 6-3 put out. Brings up Roberto Perez. Perez, his contract was set to expire, but the Indians picked it up. So he'll be back for at least one more season as he takes out inside ball 1-0. The next pitch, he's taking inside ball 2. So the Rays trying to work Roberto Perez inside. The next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1, 2-1 the count. 97 miles per hour from Blake Snell. The next pitch is a swing and a shot to right field, but this one is foul. 2-2 the count. Perez came close to tying it. The next pitch, there's a ball. 3-2. Oscar Mercado on deck. The next pitch, here's a swing and lifted into left field, but going back is the left fielder, Manny Margot. Will make the catch for out number 2. There you can look at our playoff bracket. The series between the A's and Astros is tied as 1. The Braves have a 2-0 lead over the Marlins in the National League, and then I believe it said the Cubs have a 1-game lead on the Dodgers. So it'll be interesting to see how this playoff replay plays out. First pitch to Oscar Mercado is up high, ball 1. The next pitch up high for ball 2, almost to the same locale. The next pitch, ball below the knees, 3-0. Delino DeShields on deck, who played a part in the big win of the AL wildcard game. 3-0 to Mercado, taking up high for a strike, 3-1 to count. The pitch, down low, ball 4, so Mercado walks and keeps the inning alive for the Indians. That brings up Delino DeShields. We told you he played a big part in that big win in the AL wildcard game versus the Yankees, putting a bunt single down, and that led to Jose Ramirez's big 2-run homer. The first pitch is a swung on and missed, strike 1. No hits and 2 strikeouts versus Blake Snell for his career. It is Delino DeShields Jr. Oh, 1 pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball to third. Wendell will make the throw across first for out number 3. So after an inning and a half, it's the Rays 1-0. Kevin Kiermaier will lead things off for the Rays when we return. Kevin Kiermaier leads things off for the Rays, bottom half of the second. One of the big throws for the Rays in the World Series was his Game 4 home run that tied things up at 6 after the Dodgers had a 6-4 lead. Carrasco starts him out with a strike, 2 for 16 for his career versus Carrasco. Carrasco definitely needs a better inning than what he had in the first. Here's a swing and a miss, strike 2. So 2 quick strikes to Kevin Kiermaier. Swing and a miss, strike 3, so a good bounce back by Carrasco. That is his first strikeout of the afternoon, and that is going to bring up Willie Adames, the Rays shortstop. First pitch checked his swing, but he went around, strike 1. Pitch, Carrasco missing down low, 1-1 to count. The next pitch. Here's a swing and a shot to left field. Going back is Oscar Mercado. He makes the catch for out number 2. But we said that Carrasco needed to find a way to limit his work during the innings, and he has done that so far this inning. Brings up Mike Zunino. First pitch, he checked his swing, but they are going to say he held up ball 1. Zunino 1 for 6 with 2 strikeouts versus Carrasco in his career. The next pitch looks at strike 1, 1-1 to count. One pitch inside ball 2, 2-1. The pitch, swing and foul, 2-2 count. Swing, and I missed strike 3, so what an inning by Carlos Carrasco. After putting a couple of runners on in the first and giving up a run, he comes back and gets the Rays 1-2-3. We've played 2, Rays up 1-0. Back to the top of the lineup, Cesar Hernandez, who walked to begin the game here in the top of the 3rd. And he will put a bunt down, and it'll go foul for strike 1. The next pitch is a swing and a fly ball to deep center field. Kiermaier will retreat, and he will make the catch for out number 1. So that brings up Jose Ramirez, a single for Ramirez his last time up. Indians put runners on first and second back at the top of the 1st, couldn't score. And Snell starts Ramirez out with a ball. They'll set up inside. Here's a bouncing ball up the middle, and it will get through for a base hit. So that is the 2nd hit of the afternoon for Ramirez. 2nd straight hit in his 2nd trip to the plate, very much so like his first, so he likes to go up the middle here. Brings up Francisco Lindor, who struck out his last time up. They will check Ramirez at first. He is a threat to steal. First pitch to Lindor, taking just below the knees, but in the zone for a strike. One pitch is outside, or inside, excuse me, ball 1, 1-1 to count. Snell goes to first, and back is Ramirez. The next pitch, taking for ball 2, 2-1 to count. The next pitch taking strike 2, so the count tied at 2-2. Ten stolen bases for Jose Ramirez, who's on first base. Lindor swings and misses. And that is strike 3 and out number 2, so it's the 3rd strikeout for Blake Snell. Brings up Carlos Santana. He struck out his last time up. We were talking about here first pitch. Santana fouls it away. We were talking about Jose Ramirez and his speed on base. 10 this past season. 24 in 2019. and 34 in 2018, so you do have to pay attention to him when he's on base. The pitch, here's a swing and a fly ball to right center field. That's going to get down in the gap. Ramirez is going to score. Stepping at second is Santana, and this game is tied at 1 as Carlos Santana is in with a stand-up single and a clutch hit for Santana, which is what he is known for, getting his team on the board here in the third. So that brings up Randall Reyes. Reyes struck out back in the second, or grounded out, excuse me. Snell checks Santana at second. I don't believe he'll be stealing.
Ball 2.
Look at ball 2, 2-0 the count. Pitch, here's a swing and a fly ball to deep left field. Manny Margot just about at the track, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. But the Indians do score a run on a Carlos Santana RBI double, and after 2.5, it's the Indians 1, the Rays 1. Austin Meadows will lead things off for the Rays back in here to begin their half of the third. He was hit by a pitch his last time up in the first. And he will look at strike 1. Meadows only 1 for 5 versus Carrasco for his career. I believe we saw that stat his last time up. One little pitch swings and misses at strike 2. The next pitch, up high, ball 2, 1-2 the count. The next pitch in the dirt for ball 2, 2-2. Two-two pitch. There's a swing and a fly ball to left center. Going back is Oscar Mercado to make it the catch for out number 1. Brings up Randy Arozarena. He'll swing and foul it into the Rays bullpen. Walked his last time up in the bottom of the first and then scored on a Manny Margot sacrifice fly. Here's a swing and a ground ball to Lindor. Lindor throws the first, and they'll just get a Arozarena for out number 2. That's great range there showed by Lindor. Arozarena thought maybe he was safe, but an elite talent at shortstop is Lindor. He is going to be missed if and when the Indians are unable to bring him back. 0-1 to Brandon Lau. He's taking inside ball 1. Double the last time up for Lowe. 1-1 pitch. Swings and misses at a pitch way inside for strike 2. Carrasco has settled down since that first inning. We'll see how much longer he lasts. Lowe lays off with a pitch in the dirt. 2-2 the count. The next pitch swung and fouled off. We'll do it again at 2-2. Two-two pitch. Fouled off. Do it again. The pitch. Swing! Oh, strike three called. And that'll do it for the Rays. So 1-1 after 3. Well, welcome back to Tropicana Field in Tampa, Florida for Game 1 of the ALDS. It's been an interesting game so far through 3 innings. The Rays struck first when they had runners on second and third base in the bottom of the first. Manny Margot hit a sacrifice fly to put the Rays on the board first. But the Indians, last inning, top of the third, got a run back when Carlos Santana's RBI double scored Jose Ramirez, and we are tied at 1. Jordan Lupo at the first at the plate. He'll swing at the first pitch, fly ball to first base, and Lupo is out number 1. Brings up Roberto Perez, who flew out to left his last time out. The pitch, up high, ball 1, 1-0. Strike 1 called at the knees, 1-1 the count. The pitch, Perez taking in the dirt at 2-1. The next pitch. There's a swing and a pop up to first. Choi is there. He'll put it away for out number 2. So 2 pop outs to start the inning. And that will bring up Oscar Mercado, who walked in his last at bat. And that walk, as a matter of fact, came with 2 outs. So we'll see if he's able to draw another one. Swinging on this strike 1. Over 50 pitches so far for Blake Snell. The next pitch, looking at strike 2. So Mercado down to the count, 0-2. Look at that. Huge discrepancy there. 33 strikes as opposed to 20 balls. And he gets Oscar Mercado to chase for strike 3. So the Indians are down 1-2-3 in the 4th. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. 1-1 was our score. Well, welcome back to Tropicana Field. As you can see, Heidi Watney talking about what a great year this Rays team had. The best team, really, in the American League. And it's unfortunate they did not win a World Championship. They just ran into a buzzsaw of a team in the Los Angeles Dodgers that was not going to be denied. But hopefully for their fans in this replay, they'll be able to get it done. Manny Margot will lead things off for the Rays in the bottom of the 4th as he cuts and misses strike 1. Sacrifice fly for Margot, his last time up. That scored Randy Rosarina and gave the Rays their only win. Here's a chopper in front of the plate, played by Perez, and he will throw to first for out number 1. Brings up J.B.N. Choi, who walked his last time up. Fouled away for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch, taking in the dirt, 1-1 the count. One pitch, fouled into the upper deck, so we'll do it again. 1-2 this time. The next pitch, inside ball 2, 2-2 the count. Choi lifts it in, foul down the first baseline. The next pitch, here's a swing and a drive to right field. Back going is Tyler Nicklin, but this ball is gone. And the Rays break a 1-1 tie. G-Man Choi with a solo shot here at the bottom of the fourth. And Carlos Carrasco disgusted, but as we told you earlier, G-Man Choi has just absolutely crushed the Indians pitching staff in his career, and here he does it again in the bottom of the fourth. Huge fly there by Ji-Min Choi as Nicklin really wasn't anything he could do other than watch it leave. Excuse me, that was Jordan Lupo. So that brings up Joey Wendell. Wendell grounded out in his first appearance. The next pitch outside for ball two. The next pitch outside for ball three. There's Kevin Kiermaier. He struck out his last time up. The pitch, and Wendell will walk. So Carrasco, after giving up a home run, will walk Wendell. Carrasco 1 out here. That came on a little chopper in front of the plate. Brings up Kevin Kiermaier, as we told you, he struck out his last time up. So there's a runner on and 1 out. The pitch swinging on his strike one. Only 2 for 16 is Kiermaier versus Carlos Carrasco. He has struck out a staggering 6 times. So definitely the guy that you want to see at the plate if you are Carlos Carrasco. Taking a high ball, 1-1-1 to count. You can see the third base coach directing Joey Wendell. One pitch. Here is a foul ball into the Indians' dugout. 1-2 the count. The next pitch, fouled away, do it again at 1-2. The next pitch, low away ball, 2-2 the count. The next pitch, down low ball, 3-2. So full count with 2 out, or 1 out, excuse me, to Kevin Kiermaier. The pitch, he fouls it away again. We'll do it again, 3-2. We were telling you that the Indians played the Rays in the wild card game back in 2016. As here is a fly ball to right field. The pitch is made by Jordan Luplo for out number 2. And Carlos Carrasco almost at the 70 pitch count. So that will bring up Willie Adames. Adames struck out his last time out. In that wild card game back in 2013, let me see if I can hit the numbers here. Carlos Carrasco well, I can't see. I guess we don't really have the numbers for that. I'm sorry, folks. Yes, we do. He went 3 innings, giving up 4 runs on 2 hits. taking down low for a ball, 1-2 the count. The next pitch, here's a swing and a fly ball to center field. Delino DeShields is in pursuit. He'll put it away for out number 3. But J-Man Choi smokes a ball to right field, and after 4 innings, the score, the Rays 2, the Indians 1. Well, Delino DeShields Jr., who made the out to end the 4th inning, will lead things off at the plate for the Indians here in the 5th. The first pitch is again popped up over the infield. J-Man Choi will come over and he'll make the catch for out number 1. So the Indians have done that several times this afternoon, as they have made Choi a very busy man. That brings up Cesar Hernandez, who was walked and flied out. The first pitch, he'll put a bunt down and it's foul. Second time he's tried to bunt and he ended up bunting it foul. 0-1 the count. The next pitch, swing and a nice strike 2. So far for Blake Snell, we have 4 innings, giving up 3 hits, 1 run. That's an earned run. He has struck out 4 and walked 1. 0-2 pitch to Hernandez, looking at ball 1 and 1-2 the count.
Count 1-2.
So Blake Snell cruising along in this one. He should be good for a couple more innings. The pitch, outside ball 2, 2-2 the count. The next pitch, up high, ball 3, 3-2. Jose Ramirez, who has 2 singles this afternoon, awaits on deck. The pitch, and Hernandez walks for the 2nd time this afternoon. That is the 2nd walk of the game for Blake Snell. And we have 1 on and 1 out. That brings up Jose Ramirez again. 2 hits, 2 singles so far for Ramirez. Both of those hits were singles up the middle, and the Rays bullpen is going. It looks like Aaron Loop was up. The first pitch to Ramirez, below the knees, ball 1. There you see Aaron Loop and Thompson up in the Rays bullpen. For the viewer that just joined us, if you are wondering how we got to where we got, the Rays struck first on a sacrifice fly by Manny Margot that scored Randy Arozarena. The first of the pitch to Ramirez as he fouls it. The Indians tied it in the top of the 3rd when Carlos Santana had an RBI double that scored Jose Ramirez, and then in the bottom of the 4th, J-Man Choi broke it open with a solo shot, and as a result, the Rays are on top 2-1. 2-1 to count to Jose Ramirez, who has singled twice this afternoon. The pitch, outside for ball 3, 3-1. Lindor is on deck. The pitch, here's a swing and a fly ball over the infield. Open to make the play is Willie Adames, and he catches it for out number 2. Brings up Francisco Lindor. 2 strikeouts this afternoon for Lindor. Both of them were with runners in scoring position. Indians could use a clutch hit from Lindor, although it's unlikely as he's 1 for 15 with 3 strikeouts. 2 strikeouts for his career, 2 strikeouts this game. Taking down low, 2-2-0. Blake Snell approaching the 70 pitch mark. The pitch. Swing and a fly ball to right field. Going back to the wall is Austin Meadows, and he will make the catch for out number 3. So we are headed to the bottom of the 5th with the score of the Rays 2, the Indians 1.
The catcher.
Mike Zunino will lead things off for the Rays here in the bottom half of the fifth, excuse me. The first pitch, looking at strike one. There you can see Oliver Perez and Cal Quantrell up in the Indians bullpen. Through 4 innings, Carlos Carrasco has given up 2 runs on 3 hits, struck out 2 and walked 2. He's also hit a batter. The next pitch swing on this strike 2. So Carlos Carrasco could use an out here. This would be a big one for him at the 75 pitch mark. The pitch down low in the dirt, 1-2 the count. Austin Meadows was hit by a pitch. He is also flown out this afternoon. The pitch swing and a miss, strike 3. That is the 3rd strikeout of the afternoon for Carlos Santana. And there's one away in the 5th for the Rays. That brings up Austin Meadows, who fouls the first pitch off. That hit batsman from Meadows actually came in the 1st, not the 3rd. The next pitch fouls it off for strike 2. Carlos Carrasco so far 49 strikes to 30 balls, so a lot of strikes thrown by these pitchers this afternoon. The pitch fouls it off. We'll do it again at 0-2. The pitch, swinging a fly ball to left field. Moving over is Oscar Mercado. He won't get there, and the ball bounces to the wall. Meadows will stop at second with a double. So there's a runner now on second with 1 out. Big double there by Austin Meadows as Oscar Mercado playing way too far off the line. I don't think that he was expecting Meadows to go the other way with the ball. Meadows doing a great job just taking it the other way. That brings up Randy Arozarena, who has walked and scored this afternoon. He grounded out to Francisco Lindor his last time up back in the 3rd, but here's a chance for Arozarena to really put the Rays possibly over the top. Maybe copy what he did in real life. The pitch is low and outside for ball 1. Good anticipation there by Ramirez in case Meadows would have left second base. The next pitch, here's a ground ball up the line, but foul. Boy, that would have been huge for the Rays as they would have been able to add another run, but it just goes foul, so we'll do it again, 1-1. The pitch, way outside ball 2, 2-1 to count. The next pitch, in the dirt for ball 3. Arozarena nearly went around, but he was able to hold up. The 3-1 pitch, swung on and foul, and the count is now 4. And Carlos Carrasco almost at 90 pitches. I don't see him lasting a lot longer. Arozarena taking outside for ball 4, and there's runners on 1st and 2nd with 1 out. That's the 2nd walk of the game for Arozarena. Brings up Brandon Lowe, who has doubled and struck out. That double coming in the 1st, struck out in the 3rd. First pitch, looking inside, ball one. That walk that Carrasco just issued to a Rosarina is his third walk of the afternoon, so he is at 3 strikeouts and 3 walks. Runners on first and second, 1 out. The pitch couldn't quite sneak it over the corner for ball 2, and Perez trying to get Carrasco to settle down as he has had quite a bit of trouble with this Tampa Bay roster this afternoon. And look, this Tampa Bay roster is one that's full of power, and they are also very patient at the plate. Timely hitting team, and timely hitting is what has gotten them this lead this afternoon. As Lau looks at ball 3, Manny Margot, who again a sacrifice for fly for him this afternoon, is on deck. The pitch, and another walk, so it's walk number 4 for Carrasco. And if you are Terry Francona or even Indians pitching coach Carl Willis, you would think now is a good time for a visit. In fact, Terry Francona is going to come out and get him. So Carlos Carrasco, a disappointing performance for him this afternoon as he threw a lot of pitches early and just, wasn't able to handle the Rays roster the way you would have hoped from him. So he will depart. Adam Plutko will come into the game now with the bases loaded, and Carlos Carrasco still on the hook. He could get on the hook. He is on the hook for a loss. He cannot win this one, unfortunately. So that brings up Manny Margot. I was going to say Ramirez, but Margot with the bases loaded and only 1 out. Plutko in a very precarious situation. First pitch to Margot, looking at strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Margot, way outside, ball 2, or 1 and 1 to count. In 2020, Adam, here's the pitch. It is a ground ball to third base. Goes to second for 1 on to first. Double play by Adam Plutko. So Plutko does his job getting a ground ball, and we will go to the 6th. 2-1 our score. We'll lead things off for the Indians here in the 6th against Blake Snell, who is having a great performance this afternoon. The first pitch is a fly ball up the middle. Going back is Kiermaier. He'll make the catch for out number 1. So the book is closed on Carlos Carrasco. 5 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs on 3 hits. Both of those runs were earned. He walked 4, struck out 3, and hit a batter. Brings up Franmil Reyes. Ramirez is grounded out.
Count 1-0.
First pitch is a ball. The pitch. There's a swing and a deep fly ball to left field, but Manny Margot is there for out number 2. So a relatively quiet outing from the Indians offense this afternoon, and that will bring up Jordan Luplow. Luplow has grounded out and struck out this afternoon. Or actually, he hasn't struck out, he's flown out. 0-1 to count to Luplow. The next pitch inside ball 1. The next pitch down low, ball 2, 2-1. Well, this has been kind of the story of Carlos Carrasco's career, postseason at least. He's had decent outings or mediocre outings, but he has just not gotten a lot of help from the offense. And that's what's happened this afternoon. And of course, the Indians are down because of a 2-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll do it for the Indians in the 6th. That is strikeout number 5 for Blake Snell. And after 5.5, 2-1, Rays lead it. Ji-Man Choi, who homered in his last trip to the plate, will lead things off for the Rays. That home run gave the Rays a 2-1 lead, a solo shot. And Adam Putko back out for the Indians, who came in relief of Carlos Carrasco, and almost another huge hit by Choi as he fouls it off for strike 1. Taking a high ball, 1-1 the count. Nick Whitgren and Oliver Perez up in the Indians bullpen. Perez has been up and throwing for a while now. 1-1 the count. Troy taking outside for ball 2, 2-1. The next pitch down the middle for a strike 2-2 the count. It would be nice for Putko if he could get a strikeout here. He came on with the bases loaded. As Choi checks his swing, he doesn't go around, so it's ball 3. But Putko came on in the bottom of the 5th inning with the bases loaded and got a huge ground ball for a double play, keeping the Indians in it so far. And here he gets a strikeout. So Putko continuing his excellent performance. First strikeout of the game, and Ji-Man Choi just can't believe he swung at a pitch like that. So that's out number 1, and that brings up Joey Wendell. Wendell has walked and grounded out. Pitch number 11 from Putko is in there for a strike, 0-2 over the outside corner of the plate. O2 pitch, taking down low for ball 1, 1-2. The pitch, here's a swing and a foul ball. We'll do it again at 1-2. The next pitch, fly ball over the middle, should be an easy play for Delano DeShields. They'll make the catch for out number 2. That brings up Kevin Kiermaier. Kiermaier 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a 1-run. The pitch, here's a swing and a ground ball foul, 1-1. The next pitch, here's a swing and a fly ball to right field. Going back is Luplo. He'll make the play for out number 3. So no hits, no runs. We'll go to the top of the 7th. 2-1 our score, Rays on top.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for number 81.
Ryan Thompson into the game for the Tampa Bay Rays. So the book is closed on Blake Snell. We'll get you his numbers here in just a little bit. As Roberto Perez, who's 0 for 2 this afternoon, will lead things off for the Indians. So for Blake Snell, 6 innings, 1 run on 3 hits, striking out 5 and walking only 2 batters. As you see, Ryan Anderson and Paul Fairbanks up in the Rays bullpen. 1-0 the count to Roberto Perez. So a great performance from Blake Snell, and it's in the hands of the bullpen for both of these teams. Blake Snell could still get a win, but can't lose it. The next pitch, strike one, or 2-1 to count. The next pitch, swing and a foul ball over the third base side, foul side, and it's put away by Wendell for out number 1. So this Indians offense remaining dead for the most part. Oscar Mercado, who has walked and struck out this afternoon so far. Looks at strike one, 0-1 the count. Ryan Thompson's next pitch, up high, ball 1, 1-1.
1-1.
The next pitch, here's a swing and a fly ball to left field. This is going to be easy for Manny Margot, 2 away. So these Rays pitchers have the Indians hitters' numbers as Delano DeShields is 0 for 2 with a pop out and ground out this afternoon. Taking ball 1-0. Here's the pitch, fly ball to center, or ground ball to center field. Kiermaier will pick it up and throw it into second, so Oscar Mercado with a, Delano DeShields, excuse me, with a huge hit. First hit of the ball game for Ryan Thompson.
He's good.
He will check DeShields at first. As you can see, DeShields has some speed. As Cesar Hernandez comes to the plate. Hernandez is 1 for 2 as he is, or excuse me, 0 for 1 as he's walked twice and thrown out to center field. Next pitch, up high, ball 1. If this Indians offense could just break through, the face of this game would be changed. Hernandez, as we said, we've got speed on first. A big hit would tie it. The pitch, outside ball 2, 2-0. Next pitch, fouled away. 2-1 to count. They will check DeShields at first. DeShields back safely. The next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2, so the count goes to 2-2. Crowd starting to get rowdy here in Tampa with this 2-1 lead. Rays 7 outs away from a 1-0 series lead. The pitch, fouled away. We'll do it again at 2-2. The pitch is a swing and a fly ball to center field. Racing in for it is Kiermaier. Low goes out and he'll make the catch for out number 3. So it's stretch time here in Tampa with the score of the Rays 2, the Indians 1. So Willie Adames will lead things off in the bottom of the 7th for the Rays. We will see Adames, Zunino, and Meadows this inning. Adam Pluck go on for another inning of work. The pitch down low for a ball. He has done some big things for the Indians. A double play to get the Indians out of a jam in the 5th, and then he came right back and struck out Austin Meadows, to start last inning, has not given up a run since he's come in. Taking up high, ball 2, 2-1. The next pitch, inside for ball 3. Mike Zunino is on deck. The next pitch, taking inside for strike 2 to full count, 3-2. The next pitch, low and away, ball 4. So that is the first walk for Adam Plutko to add to his strikeouts. Plutko has not given up a hit so far. I believe that's the first base runner that he has allowed this game. Brings up Mike Zunino, who is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. If you are Kevin Cash and the Rays, you are hoping for at least one more run, because you have to be confident with the way the Indians have performed offensively that one more run can do it as Zunino swings and misses for strike 1. Kevin Cash, of course, a former Indians assistant. He was a bullpen coach as he takes outside 1-1. So this series has a lot of tie-ins to it. The next pitch, here's a line drive to right field. It gets down, Plutko over to get it, and that is the first hit of the game, given up by Adam Plutko. That ball rose a little bit, and Zunino just able to patiently wait and get some wood on it. And again, these have been some timely, be very patient. They had some timely hitting for the Rays this afternoon. Austin Meadows taking ball 1. When Meadows has reached base a couple of times, he was hit by a pitch. He walked his last time up, and he's also flown out. That flyout came back in the 3rd. The next pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1 the count. Upwards 30 pitches now for Adam Plutko. The pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball to 3rd. Ramirez tries to barehand it, and he can't do it. And this will load the bases. They will give Austin Meadows a base hit. And so now Adam Plutko working his way into some danger. So Jose Ramirez trying to make a play that probably was not going to happen anyway. And this is the wrong guy, Randy Arozarena, to load the bases for. This is a situation where any attempt at a comeback could be blown here if we're not careful. Plutko misses up high, ball 1. Arozarena walked twice and grounded out back in the 3rd. '30th pitch from Plutko underway, and Arozarena fouls it away for strike 1, 1-1 to count. Big situation here. Plutko has had the bases loaded once. He inherited it. Then and here's a drive to left center field. Forget about it. And this game is broken open. A grand slam for Randy Arozarena. And it's a 6-1 lead. Well, Adam Plutko, as we were beginning to say, had the bases loaded, inherited a bases loaded jam when he came in. Unfortunately, he works the bases loaded for him this time, and Randy Arozarena, as he did with a lot of pitching in real life postseason this year, makes Adam Plutko pay.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for Houston, number 39, Oliver.
And so they will take out Adam Plutko and bring in Oliver Perez, as Perez will face Brandon Lau. So an unfortunate series of events for the Indians here in the bottom half of the 7th. They're going to have to try to use the next couple of innings to claw their way out of it, and with the way the Rays have pitched this afternoon, that's not real likely. 6-1 our score, bottom of the 7th, nobody out. Perez trying to do some mop-up duty here now. 0-1 the count to Brandon Lau. The next pitch swing, and a nice strike
No
two.
ball, 2 strikes.
Well, we said that Randy Arozarena was the wrong guy to have at the plate in the bases loaded situation, and he proved to be deadly again. There's a swing and a miss, strike three, so Perez comes on after the grand slam and strikes out a batter for out number one. So for Adam Plutko, he will go 2 1/3 innings, giving up 4 runs on 2 hits. All of those runs earned, he struck out a batter and walked a batter. And the runs that were earned were a grand slam from Randy Arozarena.
Oh, that's out.
Manny Margot taking ball one. Margot who chipped in with a sacrifice fly back in the first. The next pitch taking in there for strike one, 1-1 the count. One to count. Here's a chopper foul, 1-2. So a very satisfied crowd, as you can hear, here in Tampa for Game 1 of the American League Division Series. The next pitch, there's a swing, and it's strike three, 2 away, and that's the second strikeout for Oliver Perez.
The first baseman, Joy.
So that will bring up G-Man Choi. G-Man Choi has homered this afternoon. That came back in the fourth. That broke a 1-1 tie. He is hitting from the right-hand side of the plate, taking for ball one. The next pitch missing down low, ball two. And again, Perez trying to get the pitcher Perez to settle down. Definitely a frustrating situation to come into, but Oliver Perez has done admirably well. The next pitch, 2-0 pitch. Here's a swing and a shot to left field. Going back is Mercado, but he'll make the play for out number 3. But Randy Arozarena, the big hit so far, grand slam. And the Rays have a 6-1 lead. We've played 7.
Your attention, please.
Aaron Loop is into the game for the Rays. As you can see, pitched in 4 games, 3 1/3 innings, no ERA, struck out 5 and walking 1. So amazing numbers. Jose Alvarado and Peter Fairbanks are up and going in the Rays bullpen. Jose Ramirez, who has had a great afternoon by all standards, 2 hits and a flyout. He has done his part, but the problem is the rest of the Indians' offense has not. And you can see the result of that 6-1 lead. Ramirez batting from the right-hand side of the plate. He is a switch hitter, and here's a ground ball to G-Man Choi, racing over to make the play is the pitcher, and he makes the steps on first for out number 1. That brings up Francisco Lindor, who has struck out twice and flat out. First pitch to Lindor in there for strike 1. Aaron Loop.
0-1's the count.
You see how Jose Alvarado with Ryan Sheriff in the Rays bullpen. The next pitch down low, ball 1, 1-1 to count. The next pitch, looking strike 1, 1-2. One-two pitch down in the dirt. 1, 2-2. The next pitch. Here's a bouncing ball to third, played by Lindell. He'll go to first. Lindell is out number 2. And this right here, the problem. Too many at-bats for the Indians, just aren't able to produce. That brings up Carlos Santana. RBI double back in the 4th. That is the lone run for the Indians this afternoon. These Rays pitchers have just outmatched the Indians' offense. The Indians are going to have to figure this one out. The next pitch is a swing and a foul away. Strike 1. The next pitch, looking strike 2. So Aaron Lupin strike away, or an out away from producing another lackluster inning for the Indians offense. The pitch away, a high ball, 1-1 to the count. The pitch, here's a swing and a deep drive to left center field. Going back is Carmelo. Gone! And the lead is now cut to 6-2. And Carlos Santana has been a run producer for the Indians this afternoon. We'll see if maybe this sparks a little bit of a odd postseason rally. Santana way out in front of that one, and he's just able to use his strength to park that over the left field wall. So that brings up Franmil Reyes. Reyes takes ball 1. Ray is 0 for 3 this afternoon. He's one of the reasons the Indians are down, just the lack of production from him, as well as most of the rest of the team, other than Carlos Santana. He fouls it for strike 1, 1-1 to count. So it looked like Aaron Luca was going to cruise through this portion of the Indians lineup until Carlos Santana got to the plate. Boy, have we seen a lot of fireworks this afternoon. The pitch here is a ground ball to short, fielded by Adonis. Goes to first, and that'll do it for the Indians in the 8th. But Carlos Santana gets the Indians on the board for a second time this afternoon with a home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th, Rays up 6-2. Nick Wickren into the game for the Indians. So you can see the postseason, Wickren has appeared only once in 2/3 of an inning. He's 0 for 1, and that brings up Joey Wendell 0 for 2 with a walk. So things for Oliver Perez were relatively easy. 1 inning, only giving up 1 hit and striking out 2, and the first pitch to Wendell is fouled away for strike 1.
Ball 1.
And Wendell taking for ball 1, 1-1 to count. The next pitch, taking low and away, ball 2, 2-1. The next pitch is a ground ball. Tried to be fielded by Hernandez, couldn't do it. He gets into right field for a base hit. So that's the way the bottom of the 8th starts. Definitely deflated. Phil McMahon Cal Quantrell left in the Indians bullpen. Quantrell has been throwing for a while. The next pitch, the first pitch to Kevin Kiermaier, he could call one. For confidence reasons at least, a double play would be huge for the Indians if they can get it. Kiermaier looking at a pitch down the middle for a strike. Again, there is Phil Manton and Cal Quantrell up and throwing. I think this is the second time actually Quantrell has been up and throwing for the Indians. The next pitch, swing, and a nice strike two, and Whitburn just letting it fly there. 1-2 the count. The next pitch, Kiermaier swings and misses for strike three, and there is one away. So Nick Whitburn comes in and strikes out a batter. Willie Adames goes 0 for 2 this afternoon. He hit the plate. The pitch, looking at strike one. When the Indians come to bat in the top of the ninth, they will have Jordan Luplow, Roberto Perez, and Oscar Mercado. So we'll see if they're able to produce. Whitburn will check the runner at first. Wendell, he's back safely. Oh, one pitch, swing, and a miss at a pitch way low and away. 0-2. 0-2 count. The pitch, swing, and a nice strike three. So that's strikeout number 2 for Whitburn. So Whitburn doing a great job with his damage control after giving up a hit to Joey Wendell to begin the inning. Adames was off balance there, and so that will bring up Mike Zunino. Zunino was on base when Adam Plutko gave up the grand slam to Trevor Arozarena back in the seventh last inning. That's pretty much the difference, because at the time this was a 2-1 ball game. That home run Carlos Santana hit could have tied it, and a big cut in the miss by Mike Zunino, looking like he was trying to give the Rays even more insurance. The next pitch, fly ball to left field. Coming on is Oscar Mercado, and it drops in front of him. So Mike Zunino with a big 2-out hit. That's the first given up by Whitburn, the second actually. I think Zunino was expecting that ball to be caught because he was not quick out of the box at all. And Mercado I think he was a little lazy there. I think he could have had a play on that ball, and that brings up Austin Meadows as he fouls it away. The next pitch, swing and a foul for strike 2. The next pitch, here's a swing and a line drive to right field. Oscar Mercado takes care of it, or left field, excuse me. Mercado takes care of it, and that'll do it for the Rays in the 8th. Last chance for the Indians coming up in the 9th. Rays lead 6-2. That brings up in Jose Alvarado.
Number 46.
Those are the 2019 stats, and Jordan Luplow will lead things off. 0 for 3 this afternoon, top of the 9th. So the Indians, if they're going to put together a rally, they're going to have to do it. It would be improbable. But the one thing for Indians baseball, especially in the postseason, is sometimes that happens, and it swings and misses at a 101-mile-an-hour pitch. The next pitch fouled away for strike 2. Game 2 of this series will feature a pitching matchup between Tristan McKenzie, who is an excellent young sensation for the Indians, taking on Charlie Morton, who is a grizzled veteran, and he has a lot of postseason experience at 5, ball 1, winning 2. So game 2 will be a huge task for the Indians. We'll see how they rebound. 1-2 pitch, fouled away, do it again at 1 and 2. The next pitch, fouled again, and boy, Alvarado is throwing some heat, everything either at or over 100 miles an hour. The next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and Muklo is out, number 1. So just a dominating performance by this Rays pitching staff this afternoon. If things hold up and it looks like they will, Blake Snell will be your winner. Carlos Carrasco will be your loser. Again for Blake Snell, it was 6 innings, 1 run on 3 hits. He struck out 5 and he walked 2. Carlos Carrasco went 5 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs on 2 hits. Both those runs were earned, striking out 3, walking 4. He also hit a batter. So that brings up Roberto Perez. The run that was given up by Blake Snell was an earned run. Swing and a miss, strike 1, 1-1 the count. Again, 101 miles an hour. Heat being thrown by Jose Alvarado. The next pitch, inside for a ball, 2-1 the count to Perez. Next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2, 2-2. The next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Zunino dropped it, but he'll just go on to first to get Perez, and that's out number 2. So that brings up Oscar Mercado, 0 for 2 this afternoon. Jose Alvarado sets in. There's the first pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. The next pitch, it's in there for strike 2, 0-2 the count. So the Indians are down to their last strike. Alvarado's thrown a lot of heat. I don't see anything happening here. The next pitch, taking outside ball 1, 1-2. So Mercado extends this game at least 1 more pitch, but it's been easy sailing this inning for Alvarado, just like it has been the entire Rays pitching staff this afternoon. The next pitch, fouled away. We'll do it again at 1-2. The next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll do it. The Rays with a very convincing 6-2 win this afternoon. Again, Blake Snell, the winner, 6 innings, 1 earned run on 3 hits, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks. What a performance. Randy Arozarena breaking the game open. The Rays had a 2-1 lead in the bottom of the 7th inning with the bases loaded, and Adam Plutko gave up a bomb of a grand slam to Randy Arozarena. And that's pretty much what it's been, as you saw the reaction from Terry Francona. A headache this afternoon for him and for the Indians as they dropped game 1 of the ALDS to the Rays 6-2. Here you can see Carlos Santana, the top hitter for the Indians. Pretty much the Indians' source of runs this afternoon. And just an unfortunate turn of events after such a great wild card win. I believe we're going to see Randy Arozarena as our player of the game, and why not? Arozarena with the big hit that really separated these two teams, as we told you. And he deserves it, as do the rest of the Rays, as we're probably going to get a look at that grand slam here off the bat of Randy Arozarena. boy, did he smoke that pitch. As you can see, enjoying watching it. Home run on one of the biggest stages. Grand slam on one of the biggest stages, as you can see. 2 at bats. He's 2 runs. He was a sacrifice fly run as well. So that closes the book on this one. A 6-2 defeat of the Indians on the part of the Rays. And let's go ahead and look at the highlights. The runs got started in the bottom of the first when Randy Arozarena scored on a sacrifice fly by Manny Margot. And that was just the nightmare of a first inning for Carlos Carrasco, as he allowed runners in scoring position really without getting an out. Santana tied things in the top of the third inning with this double to right center field. That scored Jose Ramirez, and really things looked reasonably well for the Indians. Then G-Man Choi in the bottom half of the inning hit this solo shot that made it a 2-1 game. And Carlos Carrasco, folks, just didn't have it this afternoon. Not the greatest performance. Adam Plutko came in and gave up this grand slam to Randy Arozarena. That was the backbreaker right there. And the disappointing thing is when Adam Plutko came on, the bases were loaded and he got a ground ball to end it. That was in the 5th inning. Then he walked the bases loaded himself and gave up a grand slam. Carlos Santana brought the Indians a little bit closer with that home run in the top of the 8th. But that wouldn't be enough, as that was the only other run for the Indians. And then Oscar Mercado swings and misses at a pitch outside of the zone. And that does it for this one. 6 runs on 8 hits, no errors for the Rays. For the Indians, 2 runs on 5 hits. Blake Snell goes 6 innings. He gets the win. Carlos Carrasco, I get it wrong, folks, only 4 1/3 innings. He is the loser. Time of the game, 1 hour and a half. So now 1 hour and 30 minutes. And that's going to put the wraps on this one. As the Rays win it 6-2. Folks, this is just something that I kind of do for fun. We will get through it, but as far as Game 2 of this series goes, not quite sure when I'll get the chance to bring it to you. It could come your way late night tonight if I have the energy and I have time. If not, I would say maybe Tuesday night we'll do Game 2 of this series. Tristan McKenzie will go for the Indians as they look to bounce back from a Game 1 defeat, and he will be opposed by Charlie Morton of the Rays. So I want to say thank you for watching this edition of Cleveland Indians 2020 Playoffs Replay. The final score in Game 1 of the Division Series versus the Rays, the Tampa Bay Rays 6, the Cleveland Indians 2. So long, everybody.